In the shadowy corridors of power, where loyalty is fragile and ambition can turn deadly, there lived a fearless ruler known as the Queen. Who survived 3 assassination attempts. Her story is not just one of royalty, but of courage, survival, and unbreakable willpower. From the very moment she ascended the throne, whispers of betrayal echoed through the palace walls. Trusted advisors smiled in her presence but plotted in darkness, and enemies both within and beyond the kingdom saw her as a threat to their ambitions. Yet, what they underestimated was her sharp intelligence and unwavering strength. The first assassination attempt came silently, hidden in a cup of wine during a grand royal banquet. As music played and nobles laughed, death sat inches away from her lips. But fate intervened. Her instincts, almost supernatural, made her pause. A loyal servant collapsed moments after tasting the poisoned drink, revealing a plot that shocked the entire court. Instead of fear, the queen responded with calculated calm, quietly investigating and exposing the traitor, sending a strong message that she was not to be underestimated. The second attempt was far more violent, a brutal ambush during a royal procession. As the queen rode through cheering crowds, masked attackers emerged from the chaos, weapons drawn and eyes filled with hatred. Panic erupted, guards scrambled, and for a moment, it seemed the kingdom would lose its ruler. But the queen, trained in the art of defense, fought back with remarkable bravery. Her survival that day became legend, as she stood firm amidst the attack, refusing to flee, proving that she was not just a ruler by title but a warrior at heart. The people began to see her not only as their monarch but as a symbol of resilience. However, the third attempt was the most dangerous of all, not because of weapons, but because of deception. It came from someone she trusted deeply, someone who had stood by her side through years of struggle. This betrayal cut deeper than any blade. A carefully orchestrated plan aimed to isolate her, weaken her authority, and ultimately destroy her reputation before ending her life. But the queen had learned from her past. She uncovered hidden messages, secret alliances, and a network of conspirators working in the shadows. With unmatched strategy, she turned the trap against her enemies, exposing them in front of the entire kingdom. This final victory was not just about survival, it was about reclaiming her power and restoring faith in her rule. Through these 3 deadly encounters, the queen transformed from a ruler into a legend. Her story spread beyond borders, inspiring tales of fearless leadership and unshakable determination. She taught her people that true power is not in the crown, but in the courage to stand tall when the world tries to bring you down. Even in moments of darkness, she never allowed fear to control her destiny. Instead, she used it as fuel to become stronger, wiser, and more vigilant. Her reign became a turning point in history, where enemies thought they could silence her, but instead, they made her immortal in memory. And as the years passed, the queen would often stand alone on her palace balcony, looking over the kingdom she fought so hard to protect. The scars of betrayal remained, but so did her unbreakable spirit. Her journey reminds us that life will test us in ways we never expect, that sometimes the greatest battles are fought not on open fields but within the walls of trust and loyalty. Yet, those who refuse to give up, who rise again after every fall, become more than survivors, they become legends. And so, the queen who survived 3 assassination attempts did more than just live. She proved that no amount of darkness can extinguish a soul filled with courage, strength, and the relentless desire to endure. Her story ends not in tragedy, but in powerful silence, echoing one truth: legends are not born, they are forged in the fires of survival.